Hello, my name is John Gata and I'm currently studying at York College of Pennsylvania to earn my secondary education teaching certificate in social studies. I want to be a teacher for a reason you probably hear a lot. I want to make a difference in a young person's life. I strongly believe that being a teacher requires you to put on a show every day. No matter what is going on in your life, no matter how you're feeling that day, your students need you more than you think. Being the smiling face when a child walks through my classroom door could be the difference that turns their day around. Being a teacher is all about the effort you put in every single day, even on your worst day. To be this effective teacher and to make a difference in someone's life, education technology is an important and necessary tool. Every day, new technologies are emerging, and my role as an educator is to harness these technologies and utilize it for the benefit of my students. To be clear, it isn't just about throwing as much technology at the students as possible. It's actually about carefully selecting the right technologies through diligent research, effectively planning on how to use the technology in the classroom, and making it connect with each individual student. Harvard graduates John G. Palfrey and Urs Gasser said it best in their book, Born Digital. The most important things that schools can do is not to use technology in the curriculum more, but to use it more effectively. To use technology effectively, there are measures created by the International Society for Technology in Education, or the ISTE standards. One of ISTE's teaching standards that I find particularly important is the second one: design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. This means that teachers should be incorporating technology into the classroom wherever it is advantageous to the student. It could be as simple as giving a formative or summative assessment through a learning management system, or even as complex as generating an entire lesson based around virtual reality tags for hands-on learning. One great way for teachers to see how their knowledge domains intersect in order to effectively teach and engage students with technology is the TPACK model. TPACK stands for Technological, Pedagogical, and Content Knowledge. It combines what teachers know, how they teach, and the role of technology in order to be an effective educator in the 21st century. Throughout my field experience at Central York High School, I have used a variety of educational tools. I believe that these educational tools should be coupled with a constructivist approach to teaching. This means that students are the generators of knowledge, and they best learn while being actively involved in the process rather than passively receiving the knowledge. I have used many synchronous technologies in the classroom to facilitate the constructivist method, and one of my favorites has been Poll Everywhere. Poll Everywhere is an audience response system which can be used on almost any mobile device. I utilize Poll Everywhere throughout my field experience to better understand what my students already knew and what they didn't know through questions on the app. One of the lessons I taught at Central York High School was about the Arab-Israeli conflict, and it opened up with a couple of Poll Everywhere questions asking the students to plot parts of the Middle East on a map. This was a great way for me to grab the attention of the students in a fun and engaging way, while also laying the groundwork for the lesson. While many of my lessons at Central York were utilizing synchronous technologies, I am also very fond of technologies that could be used asynchronously, such as GoFormative, Erasma, EduCreations, and many more. Technology is shaping our classrooms every day, but it would be wrong to not acknowledge its faults and issues. Two important problems to discuss are that 1, not all schools have access to technology in the classroom, and 2, not all students have internet access at home, especially in high-poverty school districts. With that being said, there are ways to help these students get technology into the classroom and to get internet access at home. More schools are embracing Bring Your Own Device programs, which is when schools allow students to bring personal technology devices such as iPads and smartphones to school and use them for curriculum-related activities. Martha Beach at the academic publication Teach Magazine states, "Many see the use of technological devices in class as the natural way to move forward and keep up in a tech-dependent world. So far, BYOD seems to be the most cost-effective way for the majority of students to work together using personal tools with which they are already comfortable. As far as getting connected at home, a report in the Journal by Layla Meyer shows that there are efforts to get all students K-12 internet access in their homes. In 2013, President Obama launched Connect Ed. Connect Ed promises to give next-generation access to every American child by 2018. Technology is shaping and changing everything teachers do, from their teaching styles down to the way grades are recorded. No matter what you teach, whether it's elementary school, high school, math, or history, technology is something we need to adapt to rather than run from. While I will always be cautious of the technology, making sure I'm not implementing it just for the sake of implementing it, I am excited for the changes ahead and plan to be on top of the latest trends. Finally, I am looking forward to using these technologies in my future classroom, and I leave you with the words of educational reformer John Dewey. If we teach today as we taught yesterday, we rob our children of tomorrow.